channel Study with Dhananjay. In this channel, we are going to study our full 4th syllabus of maths and science both. But now, let's just continue an experiment which aims to test is there protein in our day-to-day eating things. Let's test it. In the previous videos, I have tested a lot of things. If you want to see, do they have protein? So, you can watch them. The part 1 and the second is linked in the description box below. You can watch it from there. So now I will show you all of the equipments or the materials which will be required. Test tubes, copper sulfate and caustic soda solution, a fruit, I took a mango, a raw tur dal, a tinda or apple ground, a strainer, a knife, and then we will be requiring a spatula, dropper, test tube holder, grater, and the funnel, and some pure water. So now let's get started. If you want to see how I made the copper sulfate and the caustic soda solution and what are the precautions to be taken, you can watch my first part of this. So now let's just start. So first we will be adding a clear and nice cleaned funnel, and we will be mixing some of the powdered tur dal with some water and shaking it a little bit. I did all of the things before this, so now we are good to start. Using a strainer, you have to put only the liquids of this. So I think this much will be good, and then we will just shake it a little bit, and yeah, it came out nicely. And let me see, and yes, I think this much of the liquids should be enough. Then we will take out the funnel and we will add 10 drops of pure distilled water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then we will shake it nicely. Remember, I am shaking this using my thumb to close the test tube because there is only water and liquids of the tur dal. No chemicals that can burn or damage your skin. And now it is nicely shaked. Then we will mount it to a test tube with the test tube holder nice and tight. Yeah. And then we will be adding just 2 drops of copper. We will be adding just 2 drops of copper sulfate. 1 and 2. And add 10 drops of caustic soda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And we will shake it. As you can see, it has started to become violet. It means that it has proteins. But we will shake it vigorously and let it sit for a few minutes. Let it sit. Now we will let it sit in the stand for a few minutes. Now I will be testing does mango, the delicious fruit in the summer, the kings of the fruit, has proteins or not. For testing it, putting the funnel inside the test tube. Using the strainer, we will put some delicious mango into it. With using a clean spatula, we will be adding just the liquids. And as the mango that I put in it is a kind of slushy, so I'm adding more water, as you can see here. And then I'm mixing it thoroughly so I can extract as much of the juices from the mango as I can. And then as you can see, the quantity is very little, so I'm adding again more water and mixing it thoroughly to extract as much as I can. And then I'm repeating it again and again until I'm getting a desired quantity of the mango juices. And now I think that is enough of the liquids. And then I will be removing the funnel, adding 10 drops of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then we will be shaking it and mixing it vigorously. Now after shaking it, we will fix it into the test tube holder like so, nice and tight. Adding 2 drops of caustic soda, adding 2 drops of copper sulfate solution, just 2 drops. 1 and 2, and add 10 drops of caustic soda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then we will shake it nicely. And after shaking it vigorously and nicely, the 2 solutions should have mixed with the mango. And then we will let it sit for a few minutes. And until then, we will be doing Tinda. And now we will grind it with the use of a grater. Now I have grated some of the Tinda or the apple gourd and taken out and added some of the water to make a paste. Now we will put a funnel inside the test tube. On the test tube we will put the funnel and we will put the paste of the apple gourd, and then we will take out its juices by squeezing the paste a little bit. I think this much should be enough. Then we stop it and then we use a dropper to put 10 drops of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then we will mix it. After getting mixed, we will mount it on a test tube holder. We will fix it on the test tube holder nice and tight. Add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution, just 2 drops, 1 and 2 drops, and then 10 drops of caustic soda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And then we will shake it. And as I have added the chemicals, I will not be using my thumb to cover it. After shaking it, we will put it into the stand and let it sit for a few minutes. So now there's a few minutes passed. So now let's see, do they have protein or not? So the first was the tur dal. Yes, it has changed its color into violet. It has proteins. So dosto, now let's just see the mango. The mangoes has not turned violet in color, only a little bit shade of violet, which means there is a very less amount of protein in it. So let's just now see of the Tinda. Oh, it has more violet color than the mangoes. It means Tinda has some little bit more amount of proteins than the mangoes. But Tinda has the proteins. So now you saw which of the daily food items have proteins or not. Friends, one more thing to tell you. If there is more violet color like we saw in the milks, you saw how much the milk, which was white in color, turned into a lot more violet. It's because it has more amount of protein. The more the violet in color, the more amount of protein. The less in violet in color, the less amount of protein. So friends, for today this much only. If you like my video, so please like my video, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon, and don't forget to share with your families and friends. Bye. Thank you for